Hi viewers, I have an absolutely gorgeous watch to show you today, and this is another one from Longines. Comes in this beautiful box, and this is the new Longines Spirit, the 40mm model, and you can tell from the upgraded presentation box that this really is a special watch. You have a lovely wallet with the warranty card here, and yeah, the packaging is fantastic. It gives you a little hint as to the special nature of this watch. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is the 40mm model, and I will just run through the other size specs on this watch. The thickness of the watch is 12.2mm. The lug to lug is quite long for a 40mm case. It's actually 49.6, and the lug width is 21mm. Now obviously this watch is an automatic. It is powered by the Longines caliber L3.810.4, which is based on the ETA 2892-A2, and it has a 64-hour power reserve, and this is a chronometer COSC certified movement. So all in all, this is a top grade watch from Longines. Retails at around about $2,200, and it is absolutely magnificent in many ways. I think it's fair to say the most striking part of this watch is the beautiful dial with those wonderful applied Arabic markers, the beautiful sunburst blue dial, and those pencil hands have a sandblasted finish which looks almost white. The second hand is really attractive, very long, goes right to the end of that minute track, and is finished off with that beautiful red tip. Absolutely stunning. Such an attractive watch, and you can see just inside the minute track you have that steel ring which just accentuates that extra raised part of the minute track, which is a different level to the main dial, and it's set it off beautifully. It really is well done. And then you have a date window at the 3 o'clock which has a black background and the antique patina finish on the numbers. Just gives that extra vintage look to the watch. And I do love those 5 stars just above the chronometer wording. Looks really cool, and that's a nod to the past where Longines had the 5 stars to symbolise the premium nature of the watch. So you know you're getting a high grade model when you see those 5 stars. Now this is a pilot's watch, and you do have quite a big crown, which is very nicely done, signed, very easy to grip, lovely smooth action, pops beautifully, very silky, perfect, screw down, and just another quality addition to the watch. And another strong feature, this watch does have 100 meters water resistance, which is not bad for a pilot watch. The overall fit and finish is absolutely exquisite. It's really attractive. You've got the case, the sides of the case are brushed, and then the beveled edge there polished, and the top of the lugs are brushed. And then also the bezel is highly polished, but then brushed on the flat part at the top, so it catches the light so well and just has so many different attributes. It just really has a lot of depth and texture and just so attractive. This is easily one of the most beautiful watches I've had, and I have owned over 100 watches ranging from Breitling, Tudor, Tag, Christopher Ward, all these other beautiful pieces, but this is one of the best, if not the best. The bracelet feels fantastic. It's very high quality. It's quite thin. The links are fairly thin, but it doesn't detract from the quality. It's just extremely well put together. Very fluid in the movement. No rattles at all. The links are just held together with push pins, which is a bit surprising for this grade of watch, but maybe that's because the links are so thin. Screw pins might have been a bit more tricky, but it's not a big deal, doesn't matter really. They seem to hold together very well. I like the overall brushed look of the bracelet, but then you have that polished section on the centre links there, just on the edges, and also the polished sections on the inside edge of the outer links, just to give it that little bit of flair. It is just a standard deployment clasp there, signed Longines. The case back is held down with 6 screws and has an attractive engraving of the globe with the Longines logo. Very smart. You can see it is a very slim watch and a perfect size at 40mm. So I'll just show you how that looks on the wrist now. Super comfortable, incredibly good looking watch, and that size is perfect. The long lugs, it does look a little bit odd at times, but I think it actually works, and it certainly hugs the wrist nicely. Maybe not to everyone's taste, but you know, I think it's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. Love that domed sapphire glass, which is anti-reflective, has lots of layers of anti-reflective coating, and it just looks marvellous. The bracelet does fit the wrist well thanks to the different size links. You have the half links as well, so you can get a really good fit. Perfect. Now another spectacular feature of this gorgeous watch is the lume, which happens to be one of the best looms I've ever seen on a watch. Obviously it's super luminova, but it's extremely strong, and you can see that now. So bright, it just lasts for a long time. Even in semi-dark you can see the lume shining through. Very spectacular. Dare I say even better than Seiko. And those diamond markers on the numbers there are lumed as well as the second hand, which another nice touch of this watch is the tip of the second hand matches those diamond shaped markers, and it runs perfectly over that minute track, and the steel rim just lines up absolutely perfectly. A very nice touch. A nice surprise that came with this watch was this book that was included in the box. I don't know if they all come with this, but the online jewellers I bought this from had sent this wonderful book from Longines. The pioneer spirit lives on. And it has a really interesting story to tell and pays tribute to the pilots and pioneers of the past. Here's Amelia Earhart. Charles Lindbergh, and just a very nice book. Really surprising to get this. Lots of interesting facts, even things on motor racing as well. Donald Campbell. Beautiful book, really well presented. And then we have even this in the back just to show off their other heritage watches from the past. Professional instruments and tool watches in Longines history. So it just runs through all these different watches. So that's a lovely little memento included with the watch. Really nice. Right, well, I think it really is such a splendid watch that it deserves to get a closer look at that dial. So let me just zoom in on that. Just look at that beautiful, beautiful dial. Absolutely stunning. The Arabic markers are probably the best feature of that. They're really nice and chunky, filled with lume, and then edged off in that chrome finish. Superbly done, so well executed. And I love that steel rim separating that minute track from the dial. And then you can see the second hand, how well that follows that steel rim and echoes those diamond markers. Great attention to detail, really good bit of design that. You can see the logo is applied, and then those flashy 5 stars, just to prove that this watch is a 5-star watch. The date window is very subtle. Maybe it would have looked better with a chrome frame as well, but I suppose they wanted to make it a bit more discreet. The pencil hands are so well finished, and they are long as well. That minute hand goes right to the edge of the dial. And that sunburst effect is superb. Very stylish. So we just look at the case. As you can see, the different levels of finishing, the polished and the brushed effect, that really is perfection. The crown has a lovely embossed finish with the Longines logo. That contrast with the polish and the brushed finishing works so well, really does add a bit of class. Fantastic. And then we'll just have a quick look at the case back. Very smart too. You can see the lume trying to burst through even in this bright light. Amazing. That has to be one of the most handsome dials in the watch world. Absolutely stunning. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed looking at this beautiful, beautiful watch from Longines. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.